Good morning, Fairfield Board. I'm Sophie Flay.
And I'm Brian Kerrigan.
And this is Warde TV.
We have a great episode for you today, including highlights from all the senior dress-up days and an entire new segment called This Day in History.
But first, let's head out to Raddick with a look at the weather.
Good morning, Fairfield Ward. Time for today's forecast. We have the half-century mark today, 50 degrees, with a low in the mid-30s. Now, it will be windy, so you could take a good 5 to 10 degrees off that temperature there. All right, coming up next, we have the long weekend forecast, and this will definitely keep you glued to those chairs. We may have a snowstorm late next week. We'll have the model analysis coming up next, right here on Warde TV.
Thanks, Raddick.
Now here are some of the Austin costumes from the past few weeks.
Wow, there have been some creative costumes this year during the Spirit Weeks.
Now here's Thomas Lanise with our new segment, A Look at What Happened on This Day in History.
Hello Fairfield Ward, I'm Thomas Lanise. Welcome to a new segment on Warde TV called This Day in History. On this day, November 8th, in 1889, Montana was officially declared as the 41st U.S. state. In 1967, the U.S. performed its first nuclear tests in Nevada. Also in 1967, the first local British radio station began broadcasting. And today, Gordon Ramsay, the Scottish chef and host of Hell's Kitchen, turns 48. If you see him, wish him a happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of This Day in History. Now back to you, Brian.
Wow, absolutely fascinating.
In other news, Mr. Drexel and a group of students will be holding a coat drive starting today through Tuesday.
The coats can be dropped off at the Fitz House office and will be going to Operation Hope. Any help is greatly appreciated.
Now here's the Mustang Minute with the fall wrap-up.
I'm Ryan Blue.
I'm Katie Sondheim.
And I'm Caroline Lambert.
And this is the Mustang Minute.
Now for what you've all been waiting for, the fall sports wrap-up.
The girls swim and dive team finished the season with a record of 2-7. Field hockey finished the 6th in the FCAC with a record 7-5-1 in the first round. They upset Greenwich 2-1 and reached the FCAC semifinals. Girls volleyball ended the season strong, clinching the 8th seed in the FCAC with a record of 11-7. However, they were eliminated in the first round of FCAC and states.
After a strong start to the season, girls soccer finished with a record of 9-4-3. Both boys and girls lost in their first round of FCACs, but both winning in their opening rounds of states for advancing to the second rounds.
The football team currently stands at a record of 2-6 with 3 games left in the season. Be sure to come support our seniors tonight on senior night as the Mustangs look to beat St. Joe's at their last home game.
That's all the time we've got. We wish our winter sports teams luck in their upcoming seasons.
Now here's a quick recap of the last week's pep rally in case you missed it.
Check it out!
Okay, now for your long weekend forecast, we have upper 40s for Saturday, lower 50s for Sunday and Monday, and all days will be partly cloudy. Okay, now for your snowstorm update, we do have one model, the Euro model, showing half a foot of snow Wednesday night and Thursday. Now this is still all uncertain because it's a little bit less than a week away, but we got other models showing less snow. So just keep an eye out for winter weather possibly late next week. That's your forecast. Now back to you.
Thanks, Raddick.
Well, that's all the time we've got.
Make sure to follow Miss Lewis on Twitter at DLewisLife and hit up the wardrobe for a limited time offer on their gray long sleeve shirts for only $20.
I'm Sophie Flay.
And I'm Brian Kerrigan. You stay classy, Fairfield Ward. Well, that's all the time we've got.